let me share my screen. So it's okay, now it's better. Well, okay, so tell me about, you know, I don't know, TV commercials like advertisement. If you are interested in watching advertisements, especially when you're watching films or a series, and then so you know that we have a commercial break, so you change a channel or you watch.
Well, actually, I'm not a big fan of advertising, and I think that advertising that constantly pop up during videos or movies when I'm watching it so disrupting, and I think it's so annoying because if I want to know about a product, I will actively search it myself. I
Yeah.
don't really need the advertising.
Yeah, of course. So we can say that you can't stand AdWords. So you can't stand AdWords. Of course, like, you know, you can't, or another phrase, I think you know this because I think I taught you, but let's review. You can't be doing with AdWords. You can't be doing or you can't stand AdWords. Well, okay, so let me ask you about actually different types of advertisements in your country. So I want to know if there are plenty of advertisements in your country. For example, I don't know, when you go to street, you can see different types of advertisements.
Yeah, and my mother also on a public advertise. My mom's use advertising a lot to popularize her products. So in order to do that, I have read a couple of like reports or research about how people may notice the adverts, and I think that the and I think and I've realized there are many ways to do it. For example, they can put it in front of the traffic light, and when the people stop for the traffic, they can constantly see the advertising right in front of their eyes, and I think that is a good idea. So, um, in within my city, we can see a lot of poster brochures being held noticeably.
Yeah, of course. Very good. So the first word that you wanted to use, so you said that your mom used advertise to publicize, to publicize. That is really important. So publicize. Okay, to publicize. What is this? It means to bring to public attention, the attention of the public. So you can use this word. Of course, you can use both spelling, publicize with S or Z. Just, you know, in American English, we spell in Z, but, you know, of course, in British English, you can also write and spell with S. So publicize and brings to. So you can say this. Well, of course, and you said that especially when you go to street, so you can see especially, you know, roadside. So we can see a lot of banners, especially large banners, posters. So you can use these two words. Okay, you can say the roadside, especially because we have the same thing. The roadside, street side is line with large banners and posters for advertising. So it can be, okay, any type of it. And of course, you mentioned leaflet and so different types of advertising. And so why do you think there are so many advertisements coming nowadays?
I personally I feel that these days, um, the while the competitive between different products are well, personally I feel that these days, in a specific field, like a product has many versions of it, and in order to promote and to target the large audience, the company must promote and publicize the product in order to bring the attention of the public. Um, um, and to do this, they must design and have their own
Yeah.
publication strategies.
Yeah, of course. Well, so yeah, I do agree with you. Especially you mentioned, competition. Yeah, I do agree with you. Today is actually period of fierce, severe, violent competition. So we can say that today's period of fierce competition. That is severe, violent, and businesses actually launch their new products on a daily basis in order to increase profits and in order to increase profits, and this one is really good, and maintain a competitive edge. So what is that? A competitive edge, a new word for this one. Actually, if I want to give you a really basic, it means an advantage over rivals, competitors. So, advantage over rivals or competitors. So, yeah. Okay, well, let me ask another question. So the next question for this one. So, what are maybe the different places where we can see advertisement?
Um, I get the biggest discrepancy is between the rural areas and the city centers. In the city centers, which always attracts a lot of of residents or and tourists, companies may want to advertise their product there in order to bring as much as attention possible. And when everyone pay attention to their advertisement, the profit increase, um, and brings other reputation to their company. And in rural areas where most people are living in poverty, and mostly tourists or people barely go there. It's just not worth spending a large money to advertise there because people do not have interest anyway.
Yeah, of course. Well, so just another word for advertisement, if you want to, is advert, advertisement, commercial. So you can use commercial, and yeah, of course, actually you said that to increase profit, and so we can say to remain competitive and profitable. So they want to remain, so we can see different. So especially you can mention social media, internet, and websites everywhere. Of course, we can say there are some firms, some companies that actually they make some advertisements, and you can see them every, especially because nowadays people tend to use internet on a daily basis for everything, so for shopping, for walking, so that we can see a lot of large number of different and types of advertisement and commercials, so on internet, websites, social media, and of course newspaper. Just let me ask another question. We have a modern method, and of course, yeah, traditional method like printed uh, advertisements. So I want to know what is your opinion about these two types of advertising, like, the old method, or no, you think, yeah, we need to update our methods and follow modern methods of advertising?
Well, based on my experience nowadays, printed advertise printed adverts or adverts on newspaper are outdated because people no longer purchase those things, except some elderly people. But these days, um, everyone in my country tend to own a smartphone, so it is much easier for them to go online, and it is more accessible for them to see
Yeah.
online advertising, and advertising online advertising can target a larger audience, and with all kind of audience regardless of the age, uh, and that's I think the I think the benefits of online advertisement can't just outweigh the benefits of the traditional printed media commercial.
Of course. Well, but the thing, yeah, I do agree with you. But here, there is a point about advertising, especially on TV. So when you see something on TV, they stretch the truth. Do you agree with this? Like, stretch the truth means they exaggerate. What's not, I don't know, about cleaning products. Of course, it's not exactly the same that, we use. Like, wow, it's definitely white, cleaning, like a bit, or food, delicious, mouth-watering. So I think they exaggerate. Do you think it's a good idea? Or you think, no, it's a kind of dishonesty if you stretch the truth? That is.
Uh, I get that I guess that not only commercials, but people who want to impress others may show their bad sides and even exaggerate their strong points, and so as commercial. I think it is their job to show their bad sides of their product, and even sometimes it is acceptable for to exaggerate a little bit, um, because we all know that art and commercial is fake,
Yeah.
and
Just grab
they
our
all
attention.
yeah they want to grab for attention, and they try to look it eye catching.
Yeah, of course, of course. So just this word is exaggerate. So you need to pronounce G. So exaggerate. And yeah, I do agree with you. It's like, yeah, of course, they want to grab and they're really successful. And this, so actually they're really because colorful, eye-catching. So you want to see, oh, what is the let's sometimes we don't need something. So we say, oh, not bad, let's try, why not? Well, we have different methods of advertising. Like the first one that I think may be the most effective, that we say word of mouth. Do you have any idea what this type of advertising?
Yeah,
Have you, yeah? Can you
yeah,
talk about it?
like yeah, like the person who have used the product may share to other people how well the product is, and I think this way may raise reputation and maybe I think it helps a lot because especially a normal person say that instead of a celebrity or influencer because influencer might be paid to say so, but a normal person have like they don't have to do that. So if they say it good, it's actually good.
Of course, so I think so. Like, but you know that nowadays we have method like they hire some brands or
Yeah.
companies or some people, and I think I don't know, it's something like a story, and we're playing you. They're playing roles like you believe. So I remember that I watched a video. It was a short video, and two people walked into a restaurant, and they started talking about something, and suddenly, one another person at that place, you ask for, okay, such a great scent, what is that, can I ask, your perfume? I was like, wow. So and everyone at the restaurant was like, yeah, what is, maybe they didn't get the scent at the beginning, but it was like, yeah, maybe it's really good. So let's actually, I don't want, but I pay attention to their speech. So what they're talking about. So let me actually, it was like a role. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It was really smart method,
Yeah.
but
These days,
as
uh, yeah, these kind of advertise it's become more realistic that make people like into watching without knowing what's advertised next.
of course, but at the same time, I was like, oh, it's not honest. For example, everyone is like an actor or actress, and we believe, like, yeah, really? So, once no one understood. So, okay, what is it? The real people they're talking about, the as you said, it's really realistic. So, wow, they're talking about the good product, so why not we can buy? But convincing. I think they're really convincing. So this
Yeah.
is maybe another method, but we have another method that is really common. That celebrity endorsements using a famous person. So celebrity endorsement, that is a famous person says it's good product. You know that, for example, a good example, the celebrity endorsement is, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. So we know that. So what do you think about this, especially on social media? Do you think they're reliable?
Um, I think that a I think that when the celebrity have a certain fame, they tend to they tend to have their yeah, they tend to advertise about certain brands and depends on how big their fames are. Um, the pro the products can be reliable. For example, Kylie Jenner or Halle Bieber.
Yeah,
I think they only accept like brand name and really good products because I
yeah,
think that they don't need I don't need money to
yeah,
just to accept all kinds of commercial. So
right.
I think that depends on what they are and
Yeah,
how big they are.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But about celebrities, especially social media celebrities like Jenner and Hailey Bieber. So that, but sometimes they promote something, of course, their own brand. That they have their own cosmetic and makeup brand. So, but no, no,
Yeah.
I know that because I used, no, it was not, really satisfying. So I don't want to say that, just I want one or two items. So I bought one or two items, but I don't know. It wasn't as I expected. Like, maybe just in like
Yeah.
normal
I
Biafra.
like to
But
say
as
that
it said, Kylie Jenner, when the name comes, of course, everyone, okay, so let's buy. Why not? Because she's beautiful. She has a good face and, for example, skin. So why not? Let's try, especially when it comes to skin products. So skincare products. So of course, why not? Everyone wants to know, but about Rihanna and Selena Gomez brands. Good, perfect. So if you want to buy it, they're perfect. Well, okay, let's keep going with some maybe qualities, maybe actually the items of a good advertising. How should a good advert be? Now, I want to know, so what are the items that you think are important to make an advert a good advert?
hmm, well, the one thing I can think of is medical products because they are essential to our health condition, and we always have to be careful with whatever we intake to our body, and medical products like medicines or vitamin supplements, for example, um, that should have rather than eye catching advertise or commercial, they should include they should include right instructions and like recommend use instead of just recommend every people to buy and use. They should target in a certain kind of audience.
I do agree. So that was really good. You mentioned three important, so let me type them before I forget. So the first one, it should build empathy and trust. This is the first one. And the second one, it catches, or it should your eyes, grab your attention, catch your eyes. So, of course. And you said, yeah, uh, clear. It should have a clear target audience. So, yeah, I do agree with you. But there are different items. So this one, I want to ask you if it's important or no. Having a captivating slogan. What do you think about this one?
Mm,
catching, a good slogan, like, I don't know, for example, especially some brands, just one sentence, but you know, everyone knows that slogan. For example, I don't know, get fried, never died. Yeah.
Personally, I feel that it's neither necessary nor unnecessary. Like, I think it's up to the companies who own the commercial, because a slogan may build a may build like the brand name, and um, but it's not really necessary. I think so, because commercials commercials that I often see doesn't have like a standout slogan, but it's still good. But it's still good in promoting and bringing attention to the public.
Yeah, of course. How about this one? Colorful and attractive visuals. What do you think about this one?
I think it is really important. And for the first few seconds, if the commercial is attractive enough, it may attract people to maybe to pay attention about the products, and then they can like have when they have enough interest in it, they may like think about trying it once. So the
Yeah,
visual really important.
of course. So this one is important. You say, and the next one, if it cuts to the chase, what it means, like it gets to the point. So it conveys a clear message. So what do you think? You know, some adverbs, I mean, it's, I don't know, abstract, I can say, you don't understand, but you're really eye-catching. So I saw, I think it was a commercial from Thailand, I think. Wow, that was perfect. That was really perfect. And up to the end moment, I didn't get what the adverb was about. That was really good, but I wanted to see more. Okay, let's see what will happen at the end. So tell me, how about this one? Do you think it should cut to the chase and, you know, gets to the point and conveys a clear, or no, you think it can be really abstract, but just, you know, other items? So what do you think?
Um, Actually, I have different ideas about this, like two opposite ideas. Like on the one hand, it's good to get to the point to, it's good to get to the point to deliver the clear message to the audience, what they are watching about, and what what the commercial is about. But on the one hand, like a abstract commercial, it's like may cultivate curiosity in audience, and if they see a really attractive but hard to understand commercial, they may go research themselves what is it about, and what's the what is the commercials about, and what's the company is it, something like that. And
And
in some case, it's true that they may gain profits from
yeah,
this, because a lot more person will like curious about what
uh,
the what it is about.
yeah, of course. Well, so yeah, yeah, I do agree. So, you are the one for, I think, a good storyline, rather than, for example, or storytelling, and maybe memorable story. So maybe this one is important, so you think. So good storyline or good storytelling, so both of them, or storytelling. So which one? Yeah, I do agree. So yeah, it can be a good idea. Well, so let me ask another question that is, okay, tell me, what kind of, so if I know that you are not actually the one for advert, but if you want to watch, what kind of advertisement do you like or prefer to watch the most if you want to watch?
Well, definitely I would go for cosmetic and makeup stuff commercials. I always been annoyed by other commercials, but when a makeup stuff commercials pop up, I will actively watch it myself. For example, the popular products that are being used by most people. I want to see. I want to see what is the point of buying it and why people like it so much, or just I just love the visuals of commercial because they te- because in especially in makeup industry they tend to design a lot of like attractive outstanding
Yeah,
and be something
so of
that is
course, very good.
yeah.
So you can say that you are inclined toward trends. So especially in cosmetic and makeup. So you can say um, inclined towards trends. And you know that all companies, especially cosmetics and makeup or makeup companies, they introduce for the first one. So they debut new, maybe something like products, or for example, new styles, new products daily. So products and of course styles. So which one is, I don't know, the fashion. So they introduce, and they for the first time on via advertisement. So of course I think they offer something new every day. So why not? Yeah, it's a good one because I like. Okay. And tell me if advertisements influence your decision or choice of a product.
Yeah, I guess that I'm a person that got manipulated easily, and if and I tend to read the comments a lot,
Uh,
and uh, and sometimes it's like something seeding that people hire people to type in the comments. So, but
yeah,
I yeah, but I think but somehow I got manipulated and I want to try it myself to see if most people saying the truth or they're just kind of yeah sitting and advertising.
yeah, of course. So it's not like, if something goes viral, that spread quickly, because we have, especially about identity brands and identity product. Yeah, this one is really good. It's actually spread quickly and widely. So you are not the one that, okay, because it went viral, so let's buy it and let's splash out on something, that spend a lot of money. So you think, but of course, and you can use this too. And the last question of part one that I want to know, have you ever bought something after, I don't know, seeing its advertisement?
Um, I think it's a lot because I spend tons of time on surfing TikTok, and I think nowadays TikTok is the mainstream for influencers to promote the products. Um, and I follow some big influence and celebrity, and I really want to try what they have done.
Yeah.
And I think that is because a domino
Yeah,
phenomenon.
of course, of course. And you know, some advertisements are really clear. So you say that, okay, so let's buy, why not? And we have, especially for example, we see the fact and you know all the information that we need. So I think it's can fact or choice. So yeah, why not? So, and this one, when something just I want to give you because you will need it. When something is very clear and you want, of course, you can say it's really clear, but we have a combination, a good combination. So, crystal clear. Yeah, very clear, crystal clear. So, for example, I watched an advertisement on TV and it was crystal clear. So I bought the product, you know, it was like, because actually I think it was defined in great detail. So I decided to buy. Well, and now let's keep going with part two of speaking. Okay, of course, describe, let me write. Okay, just well, so part two, describe an impressive advertisement you remember. Just let me see what I'm typing. Remember well, and you know. You should say what it was. Were you? Okay. Saw and why.
done.
Yes, let's get started.
Yeah. So I will tell you about a very an outstanding commercial that I remember so well. So basically, I'm not a big fan of advertising because I think that sometimes it's somehow it's so interrupting, and and sometimes it's untrue. But there's a commercial that I really like. It's the Road Beauty by Halle Bieber. I think the whole commercial is minimalistic, which doesn't so colorful or vibrant, but instead it's so eye-catching and aesthetic. And personally, I feel that it targeted in girls and girls who like naturally makeup, and uh, that goes viral nowadays. And in and the point that I like it so much is that instead of explaining or introducing too long, the celebrity just grab the products and put it in their face, and it looks so good on them. I watch it for multiple times on YouTube or YouTube videos, but I never get bored of it. And the other things I like about is the packaging of the products. It's make the targeted audience may want to get it as soon as they see the commercial, and I think I will got manipulated soon to buy one.
Yeah, very good. So the first thing that you said, yeah, you don't like, actually, you are not into adverts and TV because I think you find them monotonous. So I find adverts, or it can be, for example, adverts monotonous. Boring, exactly the same. So because you don't, but the one actually that could grab your attention was Hailey Bieber for a commercial for her brand, and now Rude. So two EDMs that I think good because you said the first one, did you say it was better, much better than maybe other? So because it actually could grab your attention. So when you want to say that something is much better, that everybody notices, you can say it stands from the crowd. So to stand out from the crowd, this is a really good one that you can use. That product, that adverb actually standed out from the crowd. It means it was much better that everybody noticed. Okay, notices. So this one, that so it can be about a person, or for example a product, so you can use this idiom. And the second one, you mentioned something that actually it's introduced but not too much, just repeating, okay, this is good, this is good. So I got something like this. Of course, I'm not sure if I'm right, like this. You mean that some adverts talk repeatedly about something, actually, especially in a knowing way, because okay, this product is good, okay, so that's so. But no, some of them are really actually something like direct, straight, just they go to the point and we can get what we want. So we can say that it wasn't so actually annoying Because when something harp on about something else, for example, this adverb, for example, that person, when something or someone harp on about something, that you can use it, especially, it means to talk repeatedly about something in an knowing way. So it's something like some traditional method that we see, especially on TV, like, okay, this cleaning product is very good, and we see again and again, so it's a bit annoying because of this people don't like. Because, okay, we know what, when you create something new, this one is really important. When you coin a phrase, your advert or slogan, or for example, tagline, or can be either something like slogan. So it means to create something, a phrase. Of course, you will be more successful. The only thing that I can say about this one, these three, and another important point that you actually spoke and you talked on this topic, it was not enough. So you know that we have 1 or 2 minutes, but I think you need to expand just this, maybe more detail, to expand your detail, because I think it's about 1 minute, but it's better to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. If you want, you can talk less than 2 minutes. Of course, you should. You know that a time limit is about 2 minutes, but it's better 1, for example, and half, like this, but it was a bit short, but totally, that was good. Okay, let's keep going with the next part 3. The first question, okay, do you think advertising influences what people buy? Just don't forget that as part 3, you shouldn't talk about yourself.
Yeah. Well, based on my experience, the general these days, uh, the whole point of advertising is to target in larger audience to increase both profit and by that more and more companies are finding the way and strategies to manipulate their potential customer and making them want to buy more the products, and it's somehow and and in this I mean there's a lot of way for a company to advertise, not just by design a online commercial. It can be a lot of way, but convince the customer to buy, and I think it somehow influence on what they buy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, very good. So you can say just the only thing that here you can add to your answer. So of course, we know that advertising is almost unavoidable nowadays. And we are bombarded, like, you know, with a lot of, we get a lot of, we see a lot of. So this word is a good word that you can use. So we have this one, bombard. Bombard means to get, to do something a lot, a lot, a lot. When we are bombarded with a lot of ads, it means everywhere you see. So it's something, of course, though you, of course, you have something like influence, like, or for example, you have been influenced by this ad. So if you are, so you can, the only words, so these 2 words are good to be used. So the first one, unavoidable, because you need it. And the second one, we are, especially the passive form, bombarded with a lot of adverts every day, which have influenced our minds, of course, to buying and, for example, to convince us to buy something. Well, the second one, what makes, okay, so we talked about a good advert, but here I want you to answer this question, maybe using what you learned now. What makes an advertisement effective?
Um, well, I think that while commercials should be eye-catching and it should build empathy and trust to the audience, but the core importance is still the quality of the products. If the product is good enough for people to tend to re-buy, repurchase it, they may they may use their own influence and fame to promote that product for the company, just by sharing to other peoples around them, um, or just post it into their blog, internet, or social media accounts. It may help to build it may help to attract other normal customers.
Yeah, of course, of course. So it's kind of word of mouth through social media accounts and, for example, sharing photos. So, of course, that was really good. And what is the purpose of advertising? The last question of part 3. So, what is the purpose of advertising?
Well, the whole point of commercial is to promote their products and gain the profit. But nowadays there are more and more commercials being pop up, and there are more products are competitive in terms of price, qualities, and customers. And in order to do that, a commercial company have should must have a really good strategy in order to maintain their potential customer and to attract new audience to get to know to their company and products.
Or so as you said, so advertising help a business grow and develop first. And actually the second one, because this is really important to have a good image, especially brand image, it means how people think about you. So it actually advertisement help to create, this one is really important, a good image. And what is image? How people think about your brand, your name, good or negative. So that's really important. So, and of course, we need, so you can mention this one, that's to create a good image. And for example, to develop, to grow your business, of course, you need to get help from advertising specialists because it's really important. And then you can have a good market strategy to actually improve, to develop your business. Okay, very good. Well, so we have 4 minutes. Just let me ask you just one more question and that's it. So how have advertisement changed since you were a child? Just this, and I promise this is the last one.
Yeah. When I was young, I only see commercials on television, and I think that the only products that got advertised on televisions are good product, and that is already certified. But now I but now during my but now based on my experience, not every good products are being well promoted. There are many products that is underrated, which is good, but not many people know about them.
Yeah.
And I think I think these days it's about, yeah, I think uh, advertising plays a key role in gaining profits and to help the business to grow and to maintain their reputation.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. And so first, you are really young. So you, when you were a child, so this is the first one, when you were a child, and yeah, of course, it was like maybe because of this, maybe that, those type of advertisement never actually forgets, never be forgotten because, and we never forget them. So because of this, well, and that was good. That was really good. Thank you. So just, do you have any questions related to this topic?
No, not really.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you for being perfect like always and have a great day.
Yeah, thanks for today and have a great day too.
Well,
Goodbye.
bye. Goodbye.